Can you believe that I bought into this RG product when we were in Dallas and we didn't even try it?
Well, I can believe it, but but I know that a lot of people were shocked by it.
I just was so intrigued by the scalp analysis.
Mm-hmm. It's so big right now.
Yeah. Well, let's take it back. I knew I had a head spa coming.
Right.
And I knew that we needed to do the scalp thing.
Right.
But, I mean, I was just going to get one, like, on Amazon because that's, you know, what everyone...
Right. Everyone does.
Everyone
honestly.
said.
Yeah.
And then when we were at the show, Sophie's like, Mom, isn't that what you want to do? And there it was, right there in the corner, RG Cosmetics. And I was greeted by, now that I personally know them, Juliana and Mariana and her mother, founder of RG. And they welcomed me in, and then I think I called you over there, and we did the scalp. And they said the coolest thing is that it's all powered through AI. And I was like, what? And they said, yeah, you just take, pictures, that's it. And you hit, submit, and you have the health of your scalp right there.
Yeah, it's so user-friendly, which is so nice.
I know. And for me, sold.
Yeah.
And so then I didn't even know about the products. And then they tell me about these products. And if you sign up at the show, you got like so many dollars, free or whatever.
Right.
And what the cool thing is that this scalp analysis hasn't even hit the market yet. Their launch date was, I think, September 1st.
Uh-huh.
And we were there, in August?
Yeah.
Yeah, August.
Yeah.
So we actually, we're starting something, not only being the first head spa, but with the AI.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I think that it was received really well by the girls at the salon, too. Because, obviously, we have a lot of girls, just a lot of girls in general, so it's a lot of personalities, but also a lot of people are creatures of habit.
Yes.
And so new things are a little
intimidating.
But everyone really...
It's because in our industry, it's like the unknown, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you get to know something, a product, and you love it, and why fix what's not broken?
Correct.
Which I get, I love that too, but yeah, people have really loved these products. I think they're great, and they do what they say. So then let's fast forward to, we get home. I think I shared with everybody, but I don't think anyone really knew. I didn't even really know how awesome this was going to be. Right.
And then, we get the kit. The company was keeping contact with, the people that are launching this, and there was not very many of them. I mean, there was just a limited, okay? And we were one of them. And our first day of training was the week my life went downhill.
Right.
And I reached out to her and I explained what had happened. And she said, do not worry, take your time. We've got this, we're here for you. And so it wasn't until probably January, February. I don't remember, but I just reached out and I said, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm going to come see you guys.
Right.
And she flew all the way here.
And she's so awesome.
Oh my God. And I think that was the best thing for us. I know I had hopes for a bigger outcome.
Right.
But it was just perfect the way the day went because we had just enough clients that we were able to agree and actually give to
each person. Yeah.
And the girls that were wanted to learn more about it, I think they were very impressed with it.
I agree. Yeah.
And so now it's just letting everybody know it's out there.
Yes.
And the products.
Oh yeah. And I think too that people are just okay, so obviously I speak for myself when I say this, but anything that I'm going to be pampered like that, I'm signing up for.
Right.
That itself.
Really?
Yes, obviously. The head spa portion of this kind of speaks for itself, but the products, that's something you have to try. And it's hard to sell stuff, especially right now in the way the economy
I
is
know,
and everything.
yeah.
But honestly, I do think that we've gotten so much good feedback about this stuff. I, for one, have used a lot of the shampoo and the masks and stuff. Love them. And even I've got my 10-year-old son using one of these peeling shampoos because he's oily and greasy, and he gets really mad if I try to wash his hair because I guess he's too old for that now.
Like, you don't want him walking around with
a greasy, stinky head.
Right,
So
right.
I make him use that, and it's taking care of it. So it's perfect. Yeah, I really love it.
And honestly, even if it's something that I think, in my opinion, like, let's say you can't get him to do that all the time, right? Because of him being a kid.
Right. Yeah.
Well, what if you would get him like a head spa once every 6 weeks? I don't know.
Right.
Wonder if we should maybe have like a category like that.
That'd be cool.
Because honestly, I couldn't wait to get my hands on my son because I was like, I just remember when he was a little boy, I'd be like, what is that?
Yes.
And Siri had like dry, oh my God. I'm like, you cannot walk around. I own a hair salon, you know?
Right.
But believe it or not, though, his scalp is very clean.
I'm sure.
However, that would be,
good.
yeah. And I do know that somebody came home from the beach and they're like, oh, I thought this would be good, you know, that's great too.
Well, and you know that I love extensions. Like, I'm a big promoter of extensions. Everybody should have extensions. So we've kind of incorporated that, which I love.
Yes.
That when people, because anybody who's an extension wearer knows that you can't get in there and scrub the way
it feels
you want
so
to.
good.
So,
to get,
yes, when you get them out getting a head spa done, like, there's nothing.
Right, yeah.
So good. I love that for people.
So with the product, I am going to honestly say and be very transparent, I did not start using it until after Mariana visited us. I did not want to use it the wrong way and then get a bad, opinion of it.
Yeah.
I think Vanessa tried a couple of them and she was like, oh yeah, I like this and, whatever. I cannot tell you the difference that my hair made. I was just so shocked. And, I've never really paid attention to the vegan, cruelty-free,
me either.
I do a lot of other stuff in my life that I should probably worry about before worrying about that stuff. But all of product comes from the seed of different fruits in the Amazon, the rainforest.
Yes.
So people were saying, do you see where it says... Amazon Advanced. Someone's like, oh, so you can get this on Amazon.
Yes,
and I was like,
that at first.
I did too.
Yeah.
And no, the product comes from the Amazon rainforest. So
that's so funny because I did not know that other people were thinking that, because I looked at it because we got some for free, remember, at the show.
Yes.
But I had also bought some from the show. So we got that book bag full of all that free product, right? But we hadn't looked through all that yet. I had bought shampoo from the RG booth. And when we looked through all of our product that we got for free, we were like, oh my gosh, this is an RG mask. So I took those both home and I was using them. Well, for whatever reason, I didn't read it on the shampoo bottle, but I read it on the mask jar, like this Amazon Advanced.
Right.
And I was like, this isn't RG. They got this on Amazon.
I know.
That's no wonder they were giving us this stuff for free. But then I learned, obviously, it was not the company. Amazon.
Yes.
So I could see where that mistake would be.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But if you go and search it on Amazon, you're not going to find it. So,
right.
But I just guess I don't want people to look at it and be like, well, thinking it's Amazon Prime.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe we should just make a sign that says, not Prime. Or
right.
The Prime sign.
Yeah.
And then just put a big X in it or something. But anyways.
Sorry.
I could spend just all day talking about how amazing these products are. But until you try it, you're not going to know until you try it yourself.
Yeah.
But I do know that it passed that health test. Vanessa downloaded an app.
Oh, that app.
Yes. And
that.
everything that she put in there, it got all excellent stuff, reviews. I don't know how it works, stars or whatever.
Right. There's one that I love the smell of so much. So one thing that I was confused about at the show was they had a peeling shampoo, and then they just had some of the labels just say shampoo. What is the deal with that?
Okay. All right. If you think about getting a facial, they have to exfoliate. the face, right? So that's exactly what a head spa is. It is a facial for your scalp.
Okay.
Okay. So the very first thing that we'll do when getting the head spa is we will apply the peeling shampoo. Because we're really concentrating on getting in to the scalp and working on the scalp.
Deep clean.
So yes, peeling shampoo is for the scalp and regular shampoo is for your hair. So a lot of people do not realize that, but you need to actually wash your scalp and then wash your hair.
Separately almost.
Yeah, well, because they're two separate things. What do they call that? What's a skin? What is skin?
It's an organ.
I missed that class that day in school.
Yeah,
but anyways, they're two separate parts of your body, so you need to wash them in two different ways.
Okay.
So a lot of people we see they have a oily scalp but dry hair. And we learn all that through the AI.
Okay.
They did yours, didn't they?
Yeah, but I will be honest, I am not offering like this as a service. You can't get a head spa done with me. There's literally no way I would be able to not talk for that long. Like,
is that why you're not doing it?
Yes,
I knew you were all about it. Oh, Morgan, it's so therapeutic for me to do it.
Well, that's good for you, but I don't want to be quiet that long. And it's all like
that's true.
And
I keep
quiet and like I might fall asleep, but you
like getting it done.
Love getting it done. I'll shut up then.
Yeah,
but yeah. So I'm glad that we talked about that because now I can tell people, like I can tell my clients why they should be using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, what I do is when I go in there, especially like clients, that I used to do their nails, whatever, I'll say, okay, so this is a non-talking service. And the reason I tell you that is to remind myself too, because especially like if we haven't like seen each other forever, we want to talk and and it's all about pure relaxation. That's what it's about. And I told him that too. And I'm like, as much as I want to know how your grandbaby's doing and all that stuff, I'm like, I want you to just relax.
Right.
And so many people were like, especially my kids, they were like, Mom, I can't even take you serious because I get, professional. My mom texts me and goes, oh my God, Megan, that was nice. She goes, you were so professional. And that's what I guess I want to get out there. There's a time and a place to be professional. Yeah. And then there's a time and a place, with my nails, I could be, laughy and jokey. And it's that part of the salon is loud.
So different. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not over it. I love to hear the laughter. Right. I just don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be a grandma, I need to just kind of calm my life down a bit.
Yeah, I get it.
And I love it. I love giving a head spa.
Right. I love getting it. So I'm here for you.
We can always find what works.
Balance.
Yeah. So anyways, I could sit here and talk all day about these products. They're absolutely amazing. If anyone has ever listened to me talk and describe things, you might get lost.
Yeah. So I think we're going to have some of the other girls, right, on that we could have like describe in good sense, about the products themselves.
More of the professional ones.
Yes.
Yeah, there's 5 of providers, including myself, that do the head spa. And let's see, it's Lawyer, Vanessa, Carmen,
Emily,
and Chris.
Okay, cool.
They have way more knowledge about the
products.
Yes. And they do know that they're going to be coming on.
I was going to say, are we going to be able to reel any of them in?
Oh, for sure. Right. Vanessa doesn't know if she can keep it, what'd she say, rated or PG or, I forget how she did.
Anything PG.
And I said, oh, you'll do just fine.
Perfect.
And I think we have some other stylists looking forward to coming too.
Yeah, sounds
awesome. Good. Okay.
All right.
We'll see you then.